And Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio admitted that the state is reeling under financial crisis due to the poor revenue collections and the diversions of the budget fund to the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. In the fight against the COVID-19, Rio informed that so far the government has spent an amount of rupees 127.11 crore. Out of this, rupees 24.75 crore was received from the central government, while rupees 99.42 crore was spent from the state's own resources and rupees 2.95 crore was spent from the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. Here's a report. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio informed that the state government has spent rupees 127.11 crore so far in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. Highlighting the expenditure on COVID-19, Rio, who also heads the high-powered committee, informed media person at Kohima on 15 June that out of the 127.11 crore, rupees 24.75 crore was received from the central government, was spent from the state's own resources, and rupees 2.95 crore was spent from the CM's Relief Fund.
The state government has so far spent an amount of rupees 127.11 crores to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Out of this, an amount of rupees 24.75 crores have been received from the central government, and rupees 99.42 crores has been spent from the state-owned resources. An amount of rupees 2.95 crores from the Chief Minister Relief Fund.
The expenditure includes financial assistance to the stranded persons, travel cost of returnees, repairing, furnishing and maintaining quarantine centers, providing BSL labs, TrueNat testing machines, medicines and personal protections equipment for health and frontline workers, and other medical supplies were all being done at state's own cost, adding the process was far from being over. The Chief Minister remarked that the fight against the pandemic had just begun, and with the number of increasing positive cases, there was need for more investment in health infrastructure and related activities to ensure that the spread of the virus was limited to quarantine and isolation facilities. Meanwhile, Rio informed that 4,600 migrant laborers had left Nagaland, while 13,236 returnees had arrived.
Monthly receipt of this revenue grant share of central taxes on revenue 679.66. Monthly expenditure comes to 870.38 crores. Every month you run a deficit of 127.72 crores. Into 12 months means annually you will have a deficit of 1,652.64.
The Chief Minister said that the 15th Finance Commission has recommended revenue deficit grant of rupees 326.42 crore each month to Nagaland for 2020-21. He said this was a fixed amount and did not change, adding that since it was meant to meet the shortfall in expenditure relating to salaries, pensions, among others, there was no scope to divert this grant for other purposes, as it is being misunderstood by some. He admitted that this grant did not fully cover the shortfall in revenue expenditure, and so a deficit in resources still remained.
The 15th Finance Commission has recommended revenue deficit grant of rupees 326.42 crores each month to the state. This is a fixed amount and does not change. There is no scope to divert this grant for other purposes, as is being misunderstood by many. In fact, this grant does not fully cover shortfall in revenue expenditure, and so deficit in resources still remains even after this grant.
On the state share of central taxes and duties, Rio said while the Union Budget 2020-21 had projected an amount of rupees 4,493.37 crore for Nagaland to be released in 14 equal installments, actual receipt was much less at rupees 263.80 crore, and which was being received in 14 equal installments. Earlier, Nagaland government has collected an amount of 3.6 crore from COVID-19 cess in the last 2 months. The state has imposed COVID-19 cess on petroleum products of rupees 5 per litre on diesel and rupees 6 per litre on petrol.
The amount of COVID-19 cess collected was 0.24 crores in April and rupees 3.36 crores in May 2020. The estimated collection for the financial year 2021 is a mere 27.25 crores. But this may be much less because of lockdown and business activities.
Due to the lockdown and its negative impact on all economic activities, the Chief Minister said revenue collections of the state was deeply affected. He emphasized on the need to tap all possible resources so that the state does not face a financial collapse. With Inzan Bimokhovong, Kohima.